here is the template that I use for making Mia's hair bows, and it's just cut out of a scrap piece of cardboard. If you can see those measurements down below, I've put them on a piece of paper for you, so all you got to do is just trace out that measurement on a piece of cardboard and cut it out. The space in the middle here doesn't really make a difference what it is. It's just I decided this is the size of the loops that I want for her. This right here is big enough so I can put my clip in. So if you can see those measurements, there you go. And that 6 1/4 inches is from this side to this side. And this is roughly about 1 1/4 inches. Same here, roughly. So you got about 2 3/4 inches here to 3. It's real close to that. So your space here is like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. But just play with it and get the size that you want. This is what works really well for me. And the bows come out the way I like them to look, right like that with those loops. Okay, stay tuned. I'll show you how to make it. So here I have two pieces of ribbon. They're both 17 inches. Put them on top of each other, and here's my little template. What you want to do is you want to wrap it, and then I twist the back one time and wrap it back up. Here's what the back looks like. Come around the front, twist it one time again, come around the front. Okay, so here's what the back looks like, and then here's the front. Okay, then I just take just a little old hair clip that I had, clip them together, and then just slide them off. I think I wrapped it a little too tight. Okay. So, slide it off. Oh, that's a mess. Okay. That's okay. You're going to fix it anyways afterwards. So, basically it's just to hold your ribbon kind of in place. You don't have to use your fingers. And then kind of grab it. And then I just pinch it together. Just pinch it. It doesn't have to be fancy. Pinch it down. Then I just take a little piece of string and tie it around. Kind of do that loose, so it's loose enough that I can still work with and pull these bows out, each loop, till I get it how I want it. And then I just tighten this up. And nothing fancy. Okay. I'm going to go heat up my hot glue gun, but there you are so far. Okay, so here we are. My glue gun is ready. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue right here to stop the string from unraveling. And put a little extra more on there to attach this piece that I've tied, which are just two little pieces of ribbon that I tied together to make the center of the bow. So you're there so far? And what I'm going to do is I've got that glued down. I'm going to flip it upside down, put a little hot glue right here, and just drag it out just a little bit. And then fold the top of that down. If you want, sometimes I do this, put a little dab of glue right in here, just to keep that down. Makes it easier. Okay, so you see that so far? And cut that excess off. Okay, so here we are. I cut off the excess. On to the other side. I just kind of fill that spot with hot glue. What you don't want, you can always peel off later. Okay, So there we are so far. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I cut it. You know what? Let's do this. Just glue that down so it doesn't get crazy. Okay, so that, that's pretty much what your finished product's going to look like. We got these crazy tails over here. So what I do, it's just my preference. I cut them after. Cut the little points that I want. Whatever you think's good. I think I'm a little longer on one side, so let's trim this up a bit. Okay, so there's your little bow right there. This should be dry enough right now. I'm going to cut the back of this off. Cut any of those little extras off because we're going to hot glue an alligator clip on there. Okay, so here's what we got right now. Okay. And then here's my alligator clip. And I put them on this way. You see that? So they open like that. I was doing it like that, but Mia kept ripping them out of her hair, so I found that if I do them this way, she can't really rip them out of her hair as easy. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue there. Go ahead and push this down. I usually open it and stick that clip in there because the glue is going to, as you can see, ooze out. And put a little dab of glue right here on the top of that clip and glue down your bow. It just makes it easier so when they try to rip it out of their hair, you won't break your bow. And so there's your bow. This is Fray Check. And I've tried a bunch of different kinds and none of them work, but this seems to work. It's just keep it from fraying because once you've cut these ribbons, they'll kind of fray. So just put a little bit on the edges. There you go. Let that dry. I usually let them dry overnight and they're okay to use in the morning. So there you have it. Tutorial on your own little hair bows.